Today, we are diving deep into the latest updates surrounding Kyle Duggar and what his future might look like with the New England Patriots after he lost his starting role at safety. Duggar's situation has become one of the more intriguing storylines as training camp progresses, because despite being a player with experience and a solid understanding of defensive schemes, he has found himself practicing with the second-team players rather than the starters. Even on days when other key starters like Dill Peppers were absent, Duggar didn't step into the first-team rotation, which raises significant questions about where he fits into the current roster. Coach Vrabel has hinted at the possibility of a position change, suggesting that Duggar could potentially see a future at linebacker instead of safety. The logic behind this consideration is simple. The coaching staff wants to maximize the potential of every player, while also keeping the overall team competitive. They are evaluating how each athlete can contribute in multiple ways, and Duggar's versatility may be the key to extending his career with the Patriots. The situation with Duggar highlights the constant challenge players face when trying to maintain their spot in the NFL. Even for a player with prior starting experience, nothing is guaranteed. It's a league where every position is constantly under evaluation, and coaches are always seeking ways to optimize both individual performance and team success. Duggar's struggle to remain in the safety rotation is also a reflection of the depth New England has been building in the secondary. Jalen Hawkins has secured a starting role alongside Peppers, while Craig Woodson has been rotating at the third safety spot, and Del Pettis has recently been promoted to third safety as well. Duggar's absence from this rotation indicates that his window to make a significant impact is narrowing, and any move to linebacker could be the final chance to prove his worth. This kind of uncertainty is part of the grind for NFL players, and Duggar's situation serves as a reminder of how quickly roles can change during training camp. Meanwhile, the offensive line storylines continue to generate conversation. New England's line is still very young and developing, and the performance of these players in practice has been under intense scrutiny. Cole Strange, Jared Wilson, Ben Brown, and other members of the unit are all working to solidify their roles and demonstrate reliability. Ben Brown, in particular, has been impressive as a backup center and has shown the ability to slide over to guard if necessary, highlighting the importance of versatility on this young line. The left side of the line, where Wilson has faced some physical limitations, has seen shifts as coaches try to find the right combination of starters and backups. Training camp has revealed that while talent exists, consistency and execution are still areas that need refinement. Players are being tested against some of the top defensive talent, and these one-on-one matchups reveal both strengths and areas for growth. On the defensive side of the ball, the Patriots have been facing challenging practice opponents, and it's been clear that the team still has areas that require improvement. Defensive backs and linebackers are being evaluated not just on individual skill, but on how well they fit into the team's overall scheme. With new talent emerging and veterans adjusting to changes, the depth chart is far from final. Even players who may seem secure in their roles must continually prove themselves during these high-intensity sessions. The coaching staff is using practice repetitions to test decision-making, reaction speed, and the ability to execute under pressure, particularly in red zone scenarios where space is limited and mistakes are costly. Wide receivers have also been a focus, with competition heating up for the final spots on the roster. Kahan Booty has been making a name for himself, pushing for meaningful playing time alongside more established names like Stephon Diggs and Pop Douglas. Reps in practice have shown that the third or fourth wide receiver spot could be earned by a player who consistently demonstrates reliability and playmaking ability. Special teams contributions are also critical, as many borderline roster players make their mark through versatility and execution in kick and punt coverage. Effin Chisholm is one example of a player who has impressed through both offensive flashes and special teams effort, and his presence could be vital if the team aims to maximize depth and flexibility. The quarterback situation is another key component of roster decisions. While Ben Woolridge has performed admirably as a third-string option during practice, the Patriots appear likely to carry only two quarterbacks on the active roster, meaning that priority will go to Mac Jones and Bailey Zappe. Evaluating the backups in practice remains important, However, as these reps offer insight into preparedness in case of injury or unexpected challenges during the regular season. The backfield also remains competitive, with Rhiandre Stevenson, Trayvon Henderson, and Antonio Gibson all positioning themselves as top options. The team's addition of another running back brings more depth, but decisions about roster spots will likely consider not just offensive talent, but also versatility in blocking schemes, special teams contributions, and durability over the course of the season. The offensive line, as mentioned earlier, remains a focal point for the team. Evaluating performance against top defensive competition is critical to ensure the team can protect the quarterback and establish the running game. Will Campbell, for instance, has had some challenging moments in practice, facing off against elite defensive ends and giving up sacks that highlight both individual areas for improvement and broader team needs. The right side of the line, anchored by players like Morgan Moses and other young contributors, must continue to prove itself in tandem with the left side. The development of this unit is central to the overall success of the offense, particularly when balancing a mixture of veteran presence and youthful talent. Training camp has also offered a glimpse into the defensive depth chart and positional battles. Kyle Dugger's potential shift to linebacker could have ripple effects throughout the roster, particularly for players like Marte Mapu, who may be displaced as the team adjusts to maintain balance and flexibility. Veterans and younger players alike are being evaluated in every drill, and their ability to execute assignments under pressure directly impacts how the coaching staff shapes the final roster. The team's philosophy emphasizes versatility, effort, and football intelligence, which are critical in determining who ultimately makes the cut. Meanwhile, the secondary continues to evolve. Peppers, Hawkins, Woodson, and Pettis are the main contributors at safety, with special teams involvement providing additional opportunities for roster security. The depth in the secondary is crucial, particularly against teams with deep receiving core, and the coaching staff remains focused on ensuring that coverage units can perform consistently across various formations. Each practice provides insight into player readiness, with every mistake or success contributing to the decision-making process for the final 53-man roster. Special teams remain a pivotal element in roster construction, particularly in close evaluations of kickers, punters, and long snappers. Players such as Borrelise, Behringer, and Ashby hold vital roles that can influence field position and game outcomes. Maintaining stability in these positions ensures the team can execute consistently in high-pressure situations, which is an often overlooked aspect of preparation and roster strategy. Overall, the Patriots training camp has provided a comprehensive view of positional battles, depth chart evaluations, and potential adjustments that may occur leading into the regular season. Players like Kyle Dugger, Cole Strange, and others represent intriguing questions for the coaching staff, and their ability to adapt, contribute, and embrace multiple roles will be key in determining their place on the roster. As practices continue and the preseason unfolds, the coaching staff will continue to weigh performance, versatility, and potential impact, all while ensuring the team remains competitive and prepared for the challenges ahead. As we move further into training camp, attention shifts to the New England Patriots offensive scheme and how the developing line will impact both the passing game and the running attack. The line remains a central focus, with each practice revealing incremental improvements as well as persistent challenges. Players like Cole Strange have shown flashes of dominance at left tackle, using both length and technique to keep edge rushers in check. Yet the occasional misstep highlights the ongoing need for consistent hand placement and footwork under pressure. Jared Wilson and Ben Brown have demonstrated versatility, sliding between guard and center positions as the coaching staff tests different combinations to see which lineup can best protect Mac Jones and open lanes for the running backs. The dynamic between the veteran and younger players is particularly interesting because it emphasizes how experience blends with potential. For instance, while Brown has exhibited reliability at center, younger linemen around him are often relying on quick learning and adaptability to execute in a fast-paced environment. The coaches seem especially focused on communication and cohesion along the line, as any misstep can lead to a breakdown in both the run and pass game. Running backs are another area of scrutiny, with the Patriots looking to solidify roles and balance the backfield between power, speed, and receiving ability. Rhamondre Stevenson has impressed with a combination of vision and burst, hitting holes decisively while maintaining the ability to adjust to blocks in real time. Trayvon Henderson, on the other hand, provides more of a dual-threat skill set, blending short-area quickness with pass-catching abilities that could be valuable in third-down situations. Antonio Gibson's presence adds veteran insight, particularly in reading defensive alignments and executing blitz pickups, while the additional depth in the backfield ensures that the Patriots can rotate fresh legs without sacrificing efficiency. The coaching staff has emphasized the importance of pass protection for running backs, noting that even a single missed assignment can disrupt the rhythm of the offense and expose the quarterback to unnecessary pressure. Speaking of the quarterback position, Mac Jones continues to refine his timing and decision-making during practice, working closely with receivers and tight ends to improve chemistry. Bailey Zappe remains the primary backup and has taken advantage of every opportunity to showcase accuracy and poise in the pocket. Although the team will likely carry only 2 quarterbacks on the active roster, these practice reps are crucial for evaluating readiness in case of injury or unexpected circumstances. Jones' development is closely monitored not just by coaching staff but also by media analysts, as his ability to execute quickly and read defenses efficiently will determine the Patriots' success against elite AFC competition. Wide receivers are another storyline that continues to evolve. Kahan Booty's emergence as a potential contributor has added a new layer of intrigue to the competition for the 3rd and 4th receiver spots. His speed and route-running ability have stood out in drills, and he has consistently made contested catches during practice, forcing the coaching staff to consider how he can fit into game plans. Veteran presence alongside young talent is critical, as players like Stephon Diggs and Pop Douglas provide leadership and mentorship while also demonstrating that consistent performance remains non-negotiable. Depth at wide receiver is essential for the Patriots' offensive flexibility, particularly when layering formations or managing injuries over the course of the season. The coaching staff is also carefully observing special teams contributions, as many of these borderline roster players will solidify their position through excellence on kick and punt coverage units. Ethan Chisholm, for instance, has impressed as a multifaceted contributor, combining offensive flashes with special teams effectiveness, which could be a deciding factor in roster placement. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Rumors are swirling in the NFL world as shocking reports suggest the New England Patriots have made a bold and controversial push to acquire T.J. Watt from the Pittsburgh Steelers, offering cornerback J.C. Peppers and multiple draft picks in what could be one of the most audacious trades in recent memory. Sources close to the situation indicate that the Patriots front office, known for their aggressive maneuvers under Bill Belichick, believes adding Watt's elite pass-rushing ability could instantly transform their defense into one of the league's most feared units. Insiders hint that the offer includes Peppers, who has shown flashes of brilliance, but has not consistently performed at the level the Patriots demand, paired with at least 2 high-value draft picks, potentially even including a first-round selection. Social media exploded with reactions, ranging from excitement to skepticism, as fans debated whether Pittsburgh could truly part with a cornerstone like Watt. The mere suggestion that Watt could leave Pittsburgh has reportedly created a tense atmosphere in Steelers circles, with some executives allegedly furious at even the notion. While nothing has been confirmed, speculation continues to grow, with some insiders suggesting this could be just the opening salvo in a heated negotiation war between 2 franchises that have long had a complicated relationship in the league hierarchy, creating intrigue and suspense for the remainder of the offseason. The Steelers' initial reaction to the Patriots' purported offer was reportedly one of outright rejection and visible anger, with multiple sources describing a climate of war emerging within the organization and its fan base. According to insiders, Pittsburgh executives were allegedly taken aback not only by the magnitude of the offer, but also by the idea that the Patriots would even dare approach them with such a proposal, suggesting an underlying tension between the two teams that may have been simmering for years. Reports indicate that Steelers ownership convened emergency meetings to discuss potential strategies for maintaining T.J. Watt's presence on the roster, acknowledging that losing him could fundamentally alter the defensive identity that has become synonymous with the franchise over the last decade. Some analysts speculate that the Patriots' audacious attempt could backfire, creating an even stronger resolve within Pittsburgh to keep Watt, while others suggest it may spark a war of attrition that could see the trade saga dominate headlines for weeks. Fan forums are reportedly ablaze with conflicting theories, ranging from belief that the Patriots' front office might attempt an even more extravagant offer, to the notion that Pittsburgh could leverage this situation to extract future gains from New England. While the details remain murky, what is undeniable is that the mere discussion of such a trade has created an atmosphere of uncertainty, intrigue, and potential chaos that is rare even in the high-stakes world of professional football. Speculation continues to intensify as league insiders debate the implications of T.J. Watt possibly donning a Patriots uniform, with some suggesting that the defensive powerhouse could immediately elevate New England into Super Bowl contention. Sources familiar with the matter suggest that Belichick views Watt as a perfect complement to his existing defensive scheme, one that demands versatility, relentless pressure, and high football IQ. The Patriots' willingness to offer Peppers in high draft selections is reportedly seen by some analysts as a sign of desperation or ambition, reflecting the franchise's determination to return to dominance after years of inconsistent performances. Meanwhile, the Steelers reportedly view Watt as irreplaceable, with some executives warning that even considering such a trade could send shockwaves throughout the locker room, potentially destabilizing team cohesion. Rumors suggest that Watt himself has remained largely silent, but insiders hint that he may have mixed feelings, balancing loyalty to Pittsburgh against the allure of a high-profile move to a franchise that historically has been synonymous with championships. The rumor mill has been fueled further by cryptic social media posts from both players and team representatives, with speculation growing that negotiations could extend deep into the preseason, keeping fans and analysts on edge and prompting heated debate across sports media platforms about whether such a blockbuster trade is plausible or merely a calculated tactic to unsettle rival management. Some whispers from league insiders even suggest that the Patriots' approach may be part of a broader strategy to unsettle multiple contenders, while signaling that New England is willing to make unprecedented moves to reshape its roster. Analysts note that, historically, Belichick has not shied away from bold maneuvers, and the notion of acquiring a game-changing defensive star like Watt aligns with a long-standing philosophy of leveraging high-value trades for immediate impact. In Pittsburgh, sources indicate that discussions are reportedly fractious, with some members of the front office advocating for a hardline stance and others suggesting that strategic flexibility could allow them to extract additional value from the Patriots overture. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.